wretched. You fill in the adjective day for stock.
This is Smart Investing with Michael J. Rand.
The ratings agency is Standard & Poor's. Who's going to listen to a company whose name translates to average and below average?
Securities and advisory service offered through KMS Financial Services.
Who are the S&P to downgrade us? These are the same geniuses who overestimated our deficit by $2 trillion. Plus, they didn't even list America's most valuable asset.
Smart Investing with Michael J. Rand. Michael's co-host, Chris Martin.
For I have the pride, the privilege, nay, the pleasure of introducing to you the one, the only.
This is Smart Investing with Michael J. Rand.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Smart Investing. I am Mike Wren, your host. And we've got kind of a nice Saturday out there, and what can we say? It's Saturday. It's August. Is it the first weekend in August? No, it's the second weekend in August. So, second weekend in August, perfect weather out there. How's my producer extraordinaire and co-host, Mr. Martin, doing?
I'm doing okay. Little tired.
Little tired. You were up early.
I was up very early, and I could stand to have school starting now. So
I should have brought you. You don't drink coffee, do you?
I don't.
Okay, I was just going to say I should have brought you a coffee, but I didn't.
I'm all right.
Okay.
I hear you and your caffeine. I'm happy with this Mountain Dew.
Okay.
No, apparently I'm the Kool-Aid house. We constantly have kids running around and
spilling it.
Just kids, just everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Well, it's because you're nice.
Maybe is that it? Maybe I should start being meaner. You know how I'm nice.
It's because you're not a moody. You're not a moody person.
Oh, I'm a moody person.
No,
Once
not.
I get out of here.
Oh, are you? Yeah, you're not.
You say something about comic books. No, I'm a nice person because I let them just havoc upstairs, and I just hide downstairs and watch, marathons of DVDs until it's 9 o'clock, and then I send everybody home. And that's.
Do you even feed them, or do they feed themselves?
I hear cupboards rustling and banging upstairs, so I'm just assuming they feed themselves.
Okay. That's awesome, actually. That requires less work on your and my part.
There's bread, there's peanut butter, there's jelly. I'll be back at 9 o'clock.
You'd make the awesome
babysitter. That's it.
Kid sitter. Anyway, everybody, you are listening to Smart Investing. This is your investment show where we try to take the topic of investing. We try to make it easier to understand. We try to get you good information on each and every show. And we try to be entertaining. And sometimes the show is entertaining. Sometimes the markets themselves are entertaining.
Very entertaining.
Sometimes we're both entertaining. So we're in the dog days of summer right now. And usually this time of year, we've had a more extended period of really, really high temperatures. And don't usually by now we have forest fires going on. Usually there's smoke in the air. Maybe we're a week early.
Right. It's been a little low.
Yeah.
I mean, 80s.
I'm okay with
this
that.
has been like San Diego weather. It's
Yeah,
like 80s across the board.
Yeah, and I haven't been out to any of the deep lakes, so I don't know how the water is. I'm sure that if you're in the middle of a fiberglass boat and the sun's beating on it, that you're getting baked pretty quick. So any water temp is going to feel good.
I heard a rumor, and it's just a rumor from one person who constantly sends me obituaries from people I didn't know. Hey, did you know so-and-so died? But she said, hi, Mom, she said that we are due for another, horrible winter. That was the Farmer's Almanac thing.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
So I'm not going to complain about any hot days whatsoever. You bring them 120 to 70, not going to complain. Because that last winter almost killed me.
You can't shovel sunshine.
Right.
It's hard to say that without making a mistake.
Without me hovering over the delay board, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, everybody, so I know what's on your mind, and we are going to talk about stuff. What's going to be on today's show? The market movements. I'm going to compare and contrast them. We're going to talk about Ronald Reagan versus Jimmy Carter. We're going to talk about
that seems fresh.
Yeah. Well, it actually
can't fight back. Is that why we're finally coming out with this?
Hello.
All right.
Yeah, you got to pick your enemies.
Pick your battles.
Yeah. Hitler didn't realize that. You can pick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Then we're going to talk about. I'm getting several calls about people that are scared and skittish and all that. But I want to know what they're doing while they're calling. And why do I want to do that? Because it's an insight to the consumer of the United States. Then we've got some people, Chris just mentioned today that we got an email coming in that said, a person said, how can I trust the stock market when S&P is going down? And I went into a tirade filled with...
you were very mean.
Filled with lots of bad words. And why would I be that way? Well, because people don't get it. And it's almost like this is the time where you're going to have to be a grown-up, okay? I know that it's emotional out there for the stock market going up and down, but you're going to have to grab yourself by the shoulders and revisit what reality is and what reality is not, okay? What they're talking to you about, like I'm looking at the TV exactly now, there's CNN, Europe's dead, America's problem, on and on and on. They need to shut the hell up, okay? Or you need to just turn off the TV because we know that they're not going to shut up. So turn off the TV or watch a movie, for gosh sakes. Watch any sort of a movie that takes enough of your time that it entertains you and it gets you tired of sitting on your butt so you want to get up and go out and do something after you go to the movie. That will, and get a Netflix subscription. Go out and get Comcast On Demand. Get the DirecTV satellite thing. Watch a bloody movie instead of watching the financial markets, okay? Because the only thing that's going to change is your behavior. Nothing's going to change. Politicians aren't all of a sudden going to become honest, forthright, and hardworking. They're not going to all of a sudden solve all of the problems. The United States is the world's largest economy. It's the largest exporter. No matter what anybody does, it kind of has its own rhythm to it. You can put the brakes on an aircraft carrier. The thing is not going to stop on a dime. It's going to keep on going for a bit. Okay? You just have the momentum going, and it's going to keep on going for a bit. And if it's got momentum going into a pier, the pier's going to have some damage. If you're...
I was looking at a news forum the other day, and some guy posted, he basically challenged everyone to only look at this news forum every day for like an hour and then give up and go someplace and do something. Yeah, because he saw a lot of these guys were on there from 6 in the morning to 6 at night. They're at home posting, and then they go to work and they pull it up, and they can't. You get into that realm where you just can't get out of it. It's tough. But
I'm sure those people have showered a lot and are very much in physical.
Oh, I'm sure they're
high
not
physical condition.
Basement dwellers or anything.
No, gosh, no. So anyway, I know that you want to talk about things. We can. The markets are so volatile right now that it's very easy to go anywhere. So let me give you the contact information, and if any sort of a question or a comment, we'll take and we'll discuss it, because at least that way we're talking about what you want to talk about, what's on your mind. So anyway, telephone number here to the studio is 509-241-5900. You can find us on the web at smartinvestingshow.com. I'm Mike Wren from the firm of Wren Investment Management. You spell it W-R-E-N. And again, 509-241-5900. We'll be right back after these messages.
Any opinions expressed herein are given in good faith and are subject to change without notice and are correct only on the stated date of issue. Past performance is not always indicative of future results. This material is not intended as an offer or solicitation for the purchase or sale of any security or other financial instrument. Security, financial instruments, or strategies mentioned may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, or income from any investment mentioned in this report may fall against the interest of the investor, and the investor may get back less than the amount invested. This material does not take into account your particular investment objectives, financial situation, or needs, and is not intended as a recommendation of particular securities, financial instruments, or strategies to you. Before acting on any recommendation on this material, you should consider whether it is suitable for your particular circumstances and, if necessary, seek professional advice.